What's up, everybody? This is Bio. Had a great workout in the park today. I want to talk to you a little bit about toxic masculinity, because there's a lot of guys out there that are confused, and it's a big problem that's affecting a lot of lives. Because the problem is that in our modern societies all over the world, we've lost the concept of what real masculinity is, what real manhood is, what being a man is, and the importance of understanding your principles in terms of gender as a man and what you want to be. And I don't care what people choose in terms of their path of expressing manhood, but what I do take issue with is at times when you are doing activities, or you're creating videos, or working out, or making music, or building a business, or anything like that, and the others attack you. You have to understand the reason why these people attack the way they do. For example, I have a video that I made about video game addiction. And I think it was a pretty interesting video because a friend of mine had sent me an article about video game addiction. And he was saying, this is a topic that young men probably would benefit from your ideas or opinion on, because he knows I study a lot of personal development. I understand psychology, habits, peak performance, fitness, change, things like that. So I titled the video in video game addiction, and I think I said be a man, or I said a lot of things about being a man in there. And of course that video had a lot of division, because there's a lot of people who play video games and they feel that they're not addicted to them. They love video games, it's their passion, and it's just something that they enjoy in life, and they have an exceptional amount of self-discipline, and they can compartmentalize and do all the other great things they want to do in their life, and it's no problem. And so a lot of times people see, those people see a video like that and they say, oh man, this guy's saying, that video games are bad, and that's just a horrible way of thinking, and it's not healthy, and this and that. And then there's other people that say, because you say be a man, you're equating video games with manhood, and a man shouldn't play video games and things like that. The problem with all of this is that people are losing sight of the ideas of principles. When I was speaking in the video about breaking video game addiction, I was speaking about the fact that to succeed as the man that you want to be, whatever that may be, if you have a goal other than video games, and video games are interrupting your progress on your other goals in life, it behooves you to stop playing the video games if they're addicting to you and they're interfering with other aspects of your life. And being a man about that is the idea of the masculine qualities of leadership, decision-making, action-taking, willpower, and self-discipline. Women have those qualities too. Just like men have feminine sides and feminine qualities, women have masculine qualities as well, but predominant masculine qualities are a little bit more on the side of drive and objective goal setting, decision making, and things like that, because men's minds are wired differently. And women have other extraordinary powers as well. So we're not taking away from women who want to be decisive or take action. But this whole idea that to state that something is being a man, or that you're by expressing yourself, or finding ways to eliminate habits and eliminate addictions and things like that, and calling that manhood, that's toxic masculinity, is absolutely absurd. And these are the people that continue to spew the confusion into the world, and don't understand those people. The people that I really speak to are the people that really have goals and really want to accomplish something. And you can read the comments in that video. I'll leave the link here. You can read the comments of how, just by people looking at my video and thinking about it a little different way, they decided to stop the video game addiction. They decided to combat the video game addiction. those are the people that I would rather have an impact on. The other crazy people who are stuck in their philosophies about masculinity and feminism and all kinds of other social issues and things like that, I'm not speaking to those people. This is bionics fitness. This is about transforming yourself within and becoming a more empowered individual. And if video games are interrupting your workouts, interrupting time with your friends, family, girlfriends, school, work, creative hobbies and things like that, cut the video games, kick the habit. But if video games are something that you enjoy and you love playing video games, continue to play video games. It's all about what you want to do with your life. But you'll see that there were some people that are really suffering from video game addiction because they have a life that they've allowed to go inside and form some kind of depression where they're obsessed with the fantasy world of the video game. And because of that, they're not willing to look at themselves in the mirror. This touches on another topic, which is pain. A lot of young men are running away from pain. Instead of facing pain, they are running away from the pain. So if you look in the mirror and you feel that you have some kind of emotional scars or mental issues or problems that you're facing, and you're not able to reconcile that pain in yourself, or if you've lost someone, if you have grief, or you have a disease, or you have problems, and you're not able to face pain, then a lot of times people choose ways to escape pain, and sometimes video games is one of those escapes. The other thing is physical pain. A lot of young men are afraid of confronting physical pain. And this is another one where it overlaps with the falsehood of toxic masculinity. Because a man is willing to go out in nature and kick or punch trees, or do a hard workout, or do a crazy amount of calisthenics or pull-ups and create blisters and calluses on his hands, doesn't make him a man. But it is part of manhood to be able to face pain and to be able to overcome pain and do it squarely, and be able to absorb pain and be able to deal and manage pain instead of running away from pain. And I think a lot of people, they gravitate toward fantasy worlds and video games and things like that in order to run away from pain. So yes, by saying be a man, we may be activating some of those who are running away from pain into the fantasy worlds of the video games. And by saying be a man, we can activate them to understand other aspects of their masculinity and manhood. It doesn't mean that they shouldn't have emotions, or they shouldn't be sensitive with their wives or girlfriends, or they shouldn't understand or listen to other people's emotions, having empathy, or that they shouldn't do art, or they shouldn't dance, or they shouldn't do anything else. But being a man is part of being a man is being able to face pain and being able to make decisions, conquer challenges, break through difficulties, obstacles, and things like that. Women can do that as well. There's nothing saying that women can't do those things as well, but predominantly throughout the history of the world, men have shown the genetic habit of doing these masculine activities. And those who are running away from that want to be men. Now, some young guys may not want to see their full potential of manhood, so they may run away from it, and that's perfectly fine as well. So anyway, that's just my my follow-up video on the craziness that ensued from my my video talking about ending video game addiction. So if you want to be a man, if you want to be your own man and you want to end video game addiction, end it. But if you don't want to be your own man, continue to do whatever you want to do. Signing off, this is B.A.Y.O.N.I.K.S.